I want to say call him like how Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakudash. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone. Shalom to the elect out there. But y'all shout out with that. I just want to do a little land back, little mini response to the elder brother's video that he did about our camp on the elder brother Bajala, and he did the video about them so-called Jews and Palestinians, so-called Palestinians that came to the camp that we had stopped, and he basically touched on everything. But I just wanted to land back a little bit and speak about a particular situation at the end that we was dialoguing with these so-called Jews men, young men. They were young men, but they were still men, at the end of the day, so we were talking to them. We weren't talking. There were a group of women that were with them, I don't know, sisters or whatever they were, friends, girlfriends or whatever, but they at the end they try to kind of interject in the conversation that the brother and myself were having with them, right? We were asking them questions. We were debunking their theories, right, or their beliefs through the scriptures, filtering it through the scriptures. And you had these women trying to interject, man, their 2 cents into the matter, and it pissed me off, man. So I had to check them. I had to tell them we wasn't dealing with their ass. We were dealing with the men. And then you know what happened? They got all offended. And the brother read the scripture in 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter. Let your woman keep silence in the churches. For it's not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be in silence. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just go straight to it. We all know it, but you're gonna come to find out that us men that deal with these scriptures, Lord willing, we be the prophets of the Heavenly Father. Where actually the Lord has made us to be real men. All right. Because these men that were with these women, they should have checked them. Right then and there, you should have been like, no, you let me handle this. You let me talk. But these chicks was trying to talk over us, man. At the end, at first they was real quiet and shit. But towards the end of the discussion, the asses wanted to interject. No, you're not gonna interrupt two grown men. See, most of you women that was born here in Babylon, or come to Babylon, America, that is. You've been taught by feminism, by this so-called white man, by this devil, that you could do whatever you want, and you could say whatever you want, man. But that's not the case, man. All right, and especially when you deal with us men that's teaching His word, you're not gonna come here and interrupt us, especially when we're having a civil dialogue, and you're gonna learn to respect, man. See, that's why we was joking. The brother told me, the brother was like, man, they couldn't do that in the fucking land. In the land over there, if they went back to home, and their father see them doing that, or whatever case may be, their asses get slapped, man, or worse, thrown in jail or killed. Over there Ishmael will cut their damn heads off if they talk too much. See, now Ishmael then succumbed to the pressure and started to get these women more rights. They succumbed to America's pressure, man. But before they had apps where they could track the woman if she leave the house. A woman couldn't go to watch no fucking football game. If she couldn't, she wasn't allowed in the stadiums. She wasn't allowed to drive. All right, she wasn't allowed to do all these things. But Babylon came in there. No, it's woman's rights, man. It's a violation. These so-called white people with their fucking agendas, they come in their countries try to tell people how to live. All right, well, Ishmael is just living according to his his beliefs, man. All right, which by the way they got from us, from the Israelites. All right, because they're our cousins. All right, they got from us. We gave them those beliefs through the scriptures, because they copy us, because they're a son of Abraham. All right, they're Hebrews. They're just not Israelites. All right, they're not the chosen, but they're part of they come from Abraham, man. They're not Hamites. They're not, they come from Shem. They come from Abraham. All right. So, anyways, yeah, a lot of the things that they do are similar to us. They don't eat pork. They keep their women, covered up for the most part. They're in order. But when they come over here, they're not in order, man. Right? Because they love Babylon. Babylon allows this fucking woman to do whatever the hell they want. So yeah, man, I had to check that chick. Although these women that was trying to interject, they got all mad and shit, disrespectful. All right, but you see, you're gonna come to find out that, especially in these latter days, all hell breaks loose. You ain't gonna have no mouth, man. All right, it's 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. It says, "Let your woman keep silence in the churches, for it's not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, all right, anything, if they're going to learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home." We're dealing with the husbands, man. We're dealing with the men. All right, we're really not dealing with you women, man. We're not dealing with you. When you come to the camp, you got a question, maybe we'll answer it. Maybe we'll answer it if we feel like it. All right? But for the most part, we're really not supposed to even talk to you. Because you could have a husband, man. You're not really even supposed to speak to a woman if she has a husband, because that's disrespectful, and you damn near commit adultery. Because push comes to shove, she throws that ass at you, and you could be in hot water, because you could be committing adultery, with a man's woman. That's a sin unto death. You don't want to be doing that, all right? Because you get all hot and she start looking at you, and then she probably give you the number and everything. You like, damn, No, you don't want to do that, man. You don't want to put yourself in that predicament. That's why you don't even talk to a woman. You ask her if she has a husband, she's dealing with somebody. She tells you, yeah, then you tell her, have a nice day. I don't care how fine she is. All right? The scriptures speak about possessing your vessel. All right? So you don't give yourself over to the lust of concupiscence. What's that? That's actual unbridled lust. The longing of things that are forbidden. That's the actual definition when you look at the word concupiscence. All right. So it's forbidden to touch another man's woman, man. No matter how hard you get or how hot you get for that woman, man. All right. So, anyways, going on. It says, if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. All right. So we're not really even here to talk to you women. We're here to teach the men, really. And you men, you could teach your women at home. And you women, you could watch at home. All right. We don't tell you women to come out to the camp, all right, and listen and shit like that, because it's not really your place. So these women are out of order, man. These women are out of order trying to interrupt men, man. The scriptures speak about not interrupting men in the midst of their speech. All right. Okay, in the latter days, you're gonna come to find out you have no place amongst men. All right, your place is at home. Your place is keeping your mouth shut. All right, your place is being a woman, being a delicate, a soft woman that's not running her goddamn mouth all day, especially not to no man. All right. If that man gets angry, I don't care what I don't care what kind of man he is. He could be a little softy. He could be a small man. He could be a big man. If that man gets pissed off at you, you're in a bad case, man. All right, because the only thing that's keeping you safe really is Babylonian laws and his simping ass culture. That's another thing. This simp ass culture teaches you women you can do whatever you want, because there's no consequences for your actions. But you see, in the latter days, there's going to be consequences for your actions. You women going to be held accountable. Not just you women, you men too, but the reason why a woman could hit you, that you could talk to you in any kind of way, is because she feels there's no consequence for her actions. She could just call 911 and say you touched her or whatever, or she could call her little big brother and he's gonna side with her, or her husband or whatever, So she could talk to you however she wants. That's how she feels. But in the ancient world, it wasn't like that, man. A woman wouldn't talk to no man like that. All right. In a real society with order, man, a woman knows that there's consequences to talk to a man, man. All right. There's consequences. Even the law, it tells you about a woman interjecting herself into grown men matters. All right. If there was two men arguing and a woman, let's say it got physical, right, and a woman grabbed the man by his stones, by his privy parts, right, that man's hand, that woman's hand would be cut off, man. That's a grave punishment. That's a grave punishment. This is Deuteronomy 25. Deuteronomy 25. And 11, it says, when men strive together one with another, and the wife of one draweth near for to deliver her husband out of the hand of him that smiteth him, and putteth forth her hand and taketh him by the secrets, meaning the ball, she grab you by the nuts. All right. Then thou shalt cut off her hand, and thy eyes shall not pity her. So, this also goes for a woman that's interrupting men. I mean, you don't literally cut her hand off, all right? But, a situation between two men, a woman ain't got no place, interjecting her 2 cents. That's another problem. You women, you think you're equal. Even the guy, the Muslim guy, whatever he was, a Jew or whatever, he said it in the Quran. It says men and women are equal. Man, don't fucking say that, man. These dumbass Americans, these westernized people, they don't even know what the hell they believe in. All right, because you can tell they're Americanized so-called Jews or whatever. Which some of them believe in Judaism, some of them are Muslims. One of the guys was like an Egyptian. I asked him why the hell he cares, and he couldn't even tell me. Brothers was asking him. He's like, well, what's where are you from? He's like, I'm an Egyptian. So what the hell does it matter to you? All right. What does this matter to you? We're talking about the land of Israel here. We're talking about Palestine. We're telling you we're the people, and they admitted that we were the people, but they were like, no, you didn't fight for the land, and you this and that and all this shit. We're not supposed to fight for the land, man. All right, the Lord kicked us out due to prophecy, and we're gonna go back due to prophecy, and that land's gonna be hit with missiles due to prophecy. Okay, So I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about, man, or these people are talking about, because they don't know shit, man. The scriptures are not dealing with Judaism. All right, this guy was basically talking about Judaism. This guy was talking about all this other crap. All right, we was telling them according to the scriptures, thus saith the Lord. A lot of these people don't even believe in the scriptures, man. They're talking about the Quran. They're talking about the Tanakh, or the Talmud. They're talking about all these different crap, man. That's not even associated with our book, man. It's not even of the Lord. So these heathens, they don't know what the hell's going on. These women don't know what's going on. These men are like women. All right. There's no order. There's no truth in the land. All right. That's why the Lord's gonna smite this place, man. All right. That's why the Lord's gonna smite this place, man. All right. So I just wanted to touch on that, man. Lord willing, you got something out of it. I just wanted to land back off the brother real quick. He did a mighty job, going into it. He did that video. about us, the land belonging to us, man. So he did the heavy lifting on that part. I just wanted to touch on a little mini land back, man, and you know, the spirit hits me. I may go into the topic deeper. Just wanted to touch on that, a little drive and talk, But I'll be back. And I say, call Imla Yahbashim Shabashim Krakuda Shalom to the elect out there. Baba Ball.